You're watching New Soundwave with your hosts, John DeLuna, Brian Kilby, XV, Lady Rick, Bweebum, with Rob Springer.
And hey everybody, it's your old friend, John DeLuna. This is New Soundwave 79. Wow, awesome. We are old, gentlemen. We are old.
We've actually surpassed the average American lifespan.
Absolutely. So it's like zombie New Soundwave this week. We're coming from the with me, Rob Springer.
What up?
Peter, aka Bweebum, XV, taking a swig. I hope that's water. Or
I
maybe
refuse
some...
to comment.
Okay, that's good. That's an answer. That tells me a lot. Hey everybody. It's a good week. Good week of video games. We've got the return of a very, very popular fighting franchise. A new video game movie is coming out that you may not know about. The Smithsonian is going to have an art of video games display, and we know what is going to be displayed. And the PSN, you have to wait. You have to wait. Is it up? Is it down? You have to wait.
Take a guess.
Yeah, we'll get to it. Okay,
you will use MySpace again before you get to play something on PSN.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to do like the Buckaroo Banzai version of this. So the bet is PSN up or not?
You decide.
It's not.
That's right. And we're going to race like two Scorpion down a street and, one will say yes.
Go, man. Go. Come on, Red. Come on, Red. Quit. You're walking backwards, Red.
So a little FYI, we do this show on Skype, and Skype has a new Lord and Master. It is Microsoft.
And coincidentally, during recording of RFC, about half of us could not stay on Skype.
Yeah,
so
we may not make it.
PSN who owns this, wouldn't you?
We may not make it through the night because yes, now Skype is controlled by Bill Gates or Bill Gates' former company. And they paid a hefty $8.5 billion for it.
Wow.
They plan to integrate the Kinect. That ought to be fun. Or pornographic. And then they also, let's see here.
Best video call ever.
Yes, I know. Chat roulette takes on a whole new dimension.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be doing this show and like Peter's going to scratch his face and all of a sudden he disappears. What happened? I clicked X. I didn't mean to, guys.
Awesome. So yeah, so look for fun things in the future and a lot more breakage, let's be honest, in Skype and our broadcasts, thanks to Microsoft. Hey,
I predict in 6 months we'll be back on Uvu.
Possibly. If Uvu gets bought by, I don't know, eBay or something like that.
All of a sudden,
sense.
All of a sudden we're doing this on Yahoo Instant Messenger and we're no longer live.
Yeah.
No, we're live. It's just a lot less cool.
It's so, like Brian's typing in the chat what we're saying.
Essentially, yeah. It's going to be a transcript. Instant transcript.
It's just going to say your mom, your mom, your mom, your mom. Whoa.
I like the way this is going, actually. Guys.
Yeah. It'll be awesome. It'll be like, remember like in the 80s, at the end of every show, it was like for a transcript.
Yeah,
send
actually, I do remember
$15 to, we'll just do that. We'll just put that at the beginning of the show.
This will be the podcast for the hearing impaired.
Yes.
I need a copy of this script of Mr. Belvedere.
That's right. Also the Braille version, if you can swing that. Yes.
Mr.
Says follow-up.
Douche.
As a follow-up to, hey, is he still alive?
Wesley, I hope not. And that guy's a douche.
Well, no. Is Mr. Belvedere. He's dead, right? He's like...
I'm sure.
Yeah, because he'd be like 90 by now, right?
I'm sure he was pretty old when he did Mr. Belvedere.
Yeah,
so
he wasn't in the best shape either.
It's a shame too. I wish somebody would show reruns of Mr. Belvedere.
Me too, because that was a fun show.
Yeah. I know. It's like, did something happen? Did he like break some serious law? It's like the Frugal Gourmet. I mean, you never see reruns of him, and we know why. But why do we not see? I don't know
why, or if I do, I don't remember.
He was convicted of molesting children.
He was awful with everything.
Yes, he was very.
Why would I take you out on a date when I can just grab you in an alley?
Okay.
Whoa.
To make this topical, there was an episode where Mr. Belvedere was addicted to video games. Yeah.
Nice.
Right.
I'm not lying.
I
so anyway.
Okay, so anyway, as a follow-up, let's get some culture in our lives.
I'm gonna have Elmo on the Frugal Gourmet. That's
as a follow-up.
got dark.
Story we did last month. The Smithsonian American Art Museum has revealed the full roster of titles that will be included in an upcoming Art of Video Games exhibition. And this is topical because everybody was free to vote on these games about a month ago. And so when the voting closed, they tabulated. And this isn't a full list, but here's some of the games that you can go see an exhibit in the Smithsonian about, starting, let's see, March 16th of next year. Of course, we've got Pac-Man, Space Invaders, Donkey Kong, Super Mario Brothers 3, the best Super Mario Brothers. I say Legend of Zelda, Star Fox, a lot of Nintendo here. Let's see what else we got. BioShock and Portal for the young kids, for the kids. And let's see here, what else? A Final Fantasy 7, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Everybody loves angst, right? Nobody
angst and no game to play for 20 minutes while this guy keeps blabbering.
That's right.
And it's loaded. I push a button and another cutscene. God damn, why did I buy this?
And I believe Cassius in our live chat asked about Pokemon. I believe Pokemon is in there. Like I said,
I heard that
this is not a
Earthworm
full
Jim
definitive.
actually made the list.
Do what now?
I heard Earthworm Jim actually even made the list.
Oh, he did.
Wow.
I think it did. Let me pull up the whole PDF here real quick.
It gets some cred then when stuff other than the big sellers really get in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so Earthworm Jim definitely has like cult following. You know.
Yeah.
It's like Toe Jam and Earl. I'm kind of surprised they didn't get like a write-in or something like that because that's
that was a great
all
game.
cult following right there.
Man, was it? That was a great game though.
That was. Toe Jam and Earl 2 was good too. Actually, they didn't do a 3, right? They stopped at 2, or did they?
There was that other Toe Jam and Earl game that came with the Menacer, but that wasn't exactly a sequel. It was just another adventure.
Oh my god. Okay. So yeah, the Minister. Nice. So
We got Super Scope 6.
It's
We
the
got a
video
Menacer.
game accessory named after a criminal charge.
It's the $40 you'll never use again.
How Sega can you get? Yeah. Man, yeah, we talked about that like 3 months ago, like all the failed ideas of Sega. That's one. Right there. I remember.
I didn't even remember it.
Yeah, that's right.
At this point, the topic is the winning concepts by Sega, other than the Genesis. Oh.
I'll get back to you on that one.
Well,
That's
if
right.
Kilby was here, he would probably talk about his Nomad.
Kilby, we know you're
That's
there.
still a Genesis, though.
Yeah, it's a Genesis.
But it's a
with, like,
Genesis that
diesel
you can
engine
take
in
with
it.
you.
Yeah, you pay like $50 in D batteries to power it for like half an hour. It's like smoking. It smells like gasoline, like playing it.
Okay, great add-on for that. A little gas engine to run it.
Would just like with a little pull cord.
Of
You
a
gotta pull it like
gas-powered
3
console.
times.
Engine.
That would be great until you're like, oh man, I got to put like unleaded plus in this, and that's even more expensive right now.
Right, so it won't
Oh,
lag.
at the time the Nomad came out, the gas wasn't near that expensive.
Yeah,
Man, I got to put like Chevron in here. My Nomad's working all weird.
that's right. I gotta have Techron in it. Absolutely.
Right,
Okay,
put
so
model in there.
speaking of failed concepts,
Pokemon didn't make it, you guys. I'm sorry.
Pokemon
Are you
didn't make
The
it.
F.
Yeah.
That was like a.
Yeah.
That was huge.
So Pokemon didn't make the cut, and Earthworm Jim did.
yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that, honestly.
What panel of basement dwelling neckbeards did
Wait, hang
this
on a
list?
sec. Hang on a sec.
Rob?
I mean, even people who don't
Nope.
like Pokemon stop and go, "Well, it is really huge."
Yeah, it's not in here. It's very
Wow,
bizarre.
crazy.
Earthworm Jim definitely made it.
Well, he's doing backflips. He's relevant again.
It's like, yay! Someone remembered me other than those basement dwelling neckbeards who make the lists. Wait a minute, guys.
Pokemon wasn't even considered a nominee, which is
That
kind of
is weak.
yeah,
Wow.
It's kind of crazy.
Must
That-
be
that's
Kilby.
terrible.
Sorry,
Maybe-
Cassius.
Final
Well, maybe
Fantasy.
Pikachu will do like a run in. He'll just run in with a baseball bat and trash. Like,
Yeah,
all-
don't tell me. Don't tell me Arrow the Acrobat's on that list, because then I'm like,
He's gonna Pikachu's in protest is gonna streak in the Smithsonian.
Yeah, sponsor that actually.
Look at my chew.
Okay, so speaking of failed concepts from Sega, and even though we were surprised by Pokemon, we're not surprised by this story. The PSN is still down. Sad trombone. Sad.
Gets worse.
Okay, so yeah, earlier this week, there was a rumor. It was a nice rumor at the time, believe me, that the network would be back up in full by the end of the month. That sounds bad. This sounds worse because Sony came out a little bit later after that rumor started and said, no, that date is quote unquote false. So don't get your hopes up for May 31st. Don't worry about it, buddy. And they've also put out in their vague and wondrous ways that it's going to take quote a few more days to hammer out the details of like online gameplay. So translated, that means suck it, and you're not going to get like any online play for the rest of the year, I guess. I don't know.
You know,
You are
it's not really a big issue because you're like, well, you can still play single player and all that, but then you stop and go, hey, wait, isn't that one of the selling features of the system?
Yeah.
Look,
And
Rob. We don't think about selling. We don't think about things that they promised in the beginning. Okay.
Like games.
I mean, yeah. You don't. When you purchase a product, you purchase it due to blind thoughts. You know, and blind devotion.
Brand loyalty.
Okay, yeah, brand loyalty. No thought process for yourself. Okay, you don't buy something. Say, hey, this sounds like a great investment. You don't do that.
My analogy keeps getting better every day.
It does. Although you're gonna have to, at some point you're gonna have to break that and say, you know, I'm going to use days to fix it.
Here's the funny thing. This is a pair of needle nose pliers from the Dollar Tree, and I ain't breaking it. So this $600 console that is effectively a giant piece of plastic that I can't do anything with.
You can watch Blu-rays on it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can. That's right.
That's very.
I can
That's fine.
fix my lawnmower with this.
Just in case you know, Blu-ray is the next standard, so next generation.
Absolutely.
You know,
This digital thing's a fad, buddy.
there's a whole lot of more things I can do with the PSP pliers. You
like,
know,
I don't know,
I
ram them up
fixed-
your ass and feel what it's like to be a PSN subscriber. How about that?
Yeah,
you know, it does
Score.
have metal cutters too.
Oh, nice. So you can
That
maybe
ain't
break
going
into
down.
Sony and, you know, slap
If
some
executives.
Hey, I got
I
good
think
news for you.
we're in a dark place here, though, guys.
Well, we're upset.
We're angry that people are being unjustified like this.
Oh,
That's-
I'm not
I'm-
angry. I'm actually laughing at this.
I'm not angry.
For the
But
amount
then
of
I
time,
enjoy the misfortune of others.
So
for the
like,
amount of
here's the best
time that somebody has said to me, you should buy a PlayStation. It's so much better than Xbox. Xbox is going down. Xbox isn't going to go anywhere. You made a terrible investment
is going
not
in my
buying a
opinion.
PS3.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
now I'm just
especially
sitting-
after this.
now
Xbox
I'm
One
just
is
sitting
not
like this, putting up my feet.
playing your Xbox.
That's right.
I remember
Play my Xbox.
Play online.
I remember in 06 when Wii and PS3 were coming out, these dudes wrote on a poster board. They went to like these midnight lines for PS3 releases, and they wrote, "We hate the PS3," and they just walked by filming it, and they're like, "Yeah, screw you, roar, we sucks." Roar, 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 roar." And those guys are like, you know what? Playing tennis, actually getting some use out of this thing. And
So as sad as it is, as sad as Nintendo's Wii online component, it is actually much
Working.
better than PlayStation Network at this current time.
Yes.
Yes.
you
I
can
never
use
thought I would say
its
this,
function.
but that's amazing. But that actually is true right now.
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff.
Did
Hey, to
you
wrap it up real quick, once again, for your trouble, Sony will offer you a free year of identity theft protection. Oh, the irony.
Hey, sorry we gave your account and your life away.
When you rebuild your
Sorry?
identity, protect it on us for 1 year. And then you're on your own, buddy. Also, let's see, Sony UK has promised its people 2 free games. Won't tell you what those 2 games are, but Sony USA will probably have to match that. And that's it, pretty much. Just some other vague promises. And
But
we'll
if they
see
give you away 2 free games, isn't that like like half the library right there.
Wah, wah, wah. Funny. Yes. Well, watch it be like Arkham Asylum or, like all these like $15 games. And
2 versions of Madden.
Ridge Racer 9.
Yeah, Madden 08. We're like,
Yes, and Madden
okay.
09.
Ridge Racer. Or that Japanese medieval game, which featured battles from revolutionary times, including fighting a giant metal crab.
Wow, that doesn't sound bad.
That was totally historically accurate.
It was.
That
They
might have
just
happened.
giant metallic crabs work.
Yeah.
They're all
That may be happening
Well,
now.
what they never told you, when they never explained to you from all the old history and stuff, is that in addition to the Trojan horse, your Trojan mom had Trojan crabs.
Because you didn't wear a Trojan.
Oh!
Yes. I like it.
Nice.
I like it.
Still
okay,
did.
so
They just hella crabs.
if you're a fan of Rockstar, and I know you are, I am. The next big game that's coming out is LA Noire. As the name implies, it is a film noir homage with good detective stories and lots of brooding and lots of misogyny, I'm sure, and lots of three-piece suits and all that good stuff. According to a press release, actually, check that. According to a release schedule issued by Rockstar, LA Noire will release alongside an 800 Microsoft point, or $10, Rockstar Pass, which is an add-on content on the Microsoft Marketplace, on the Xbox Marketplace. So, what is this, buddy? It is probably DLC content on day one. And as the description says, the content will allow gamers to take LA Noire and its experience to the next level. Rockstar hasn't yet revealed exactly what the next level is and what you're being granted access to. But it's likely that it will gate off customers who haven't purchased that game brand new. So essentially, it is just another nail in the coffin of paying once for a game and having the full game. LA Noire will be one of the first probably major non-sportsy games to have what amounts to a paywall to get full access to the game. Actually, Peter, I believe you're going to get the game next week. I'll probably get it soon-ish, but definitely next week.
Yeah, I have pre-ordered it, and it's release day from Amazon. So,
Because, if you don't pre-order that, you might not get it.
well,
need to,
yeah.
like, go
Well,
to the-
I mean, you see, you can't beat Amazon, right? So what they do is, if it's a big release such as LA Noire or Portal 2, if you purchase it, if you pre-order it, they will give you a $10 or $20 like pre-order bonus towards your next video game purchase. So, and then they give you free release date delivery. Without paying for shipping, they will give you the game on the day the game comes out.
See, that sounds a lot better than GameStop.
Yes, it does. So what I do is, if I miss the FedEx guy or something, I'll go to GameStop, buy the game, and then I'll just wait for the next day to get the LA Noire and then just return that one to GameStop.
Ah.
Just go to Walmart.
Fancy.
No.
Fancy.
Well, the
Oh yeah,
the
this
closest
is
have it.
is like 30 minutes away. I'm not going there.
Really?
Well, it's like the hard part about going to Walmart is telling the old man with the keys which one out of cat. That one.
The hard
No,
part about going to
that
Walmart
one.
is going to Walmart.
Yeah, the hard part about going to Walmart is, like, looking at the people and smelling the smells.
smelling the people.
There's a Walmart every 10 minutes here. Eventually, you'll find one with clean people.
No, you won't. Not in Georgia.
Georgia's depiction.
Awesome. Hey, by the way, speaking of Rockstar, I did a playthrough of Bully about a week and a half ago again. That game is awesome. Way underrated, dude. Most people haven't played Bully, I find. It kind of came and went, but Bully is awesome. Highly recommend it. Highly recommended.
Hey, I'm sorry to just real quick is that yeah, so because LA Noire is going to span 3 freaking discs.
Yes.
Wow.
Big game.
It's gonna be a big
game.
It-
We'll
it's
never
ma-
see Peter again.
Yeah,
My-
it's mainly because of the way the game is structured. Is they're using a cutting edge system, which basically motion captures all of the actors' faces. So that way, so it's like pretty insane. It's so that's a lot of data.
So it's pretty insane. It's a lot of data, and the facial animations will still look like crap.
No, the facial animations are great. If you take a look at any of the trailers, they're very I mean, obviously because it's still obvious that it's a game, but it's very you can definitely see their facial like their expressions and everything, and that is amazing.
I've never been especially satisfied with motion capture and CG work.
Yeah, I think this is like some new thing that they're doing though. But an interrogation is one of the main things. Like obviously, LA Noire, it's very detective oriented. So your interrogation techniques are based on visual cues and how they act. So they definitely have to nail it. And from the initial hands-on reviews and such, they have done very well.
Okay.
All right. So, hey guys, my soul still burns, and hopefully yours does too. If you're into
get some
Calibur.
Tums.
Your what still burns?
My soul, also XV's stomach. XV, but XV has. You're a fan of like 5-year-old pizza, right? Apparently,
yeah.
According to your tweets.
Yes.
Awesome.
That was an adventure right there.
Okay. Yeah.
Adventure and duty.
Small intestine. Yes. Apparently, yeah.
Oh no, it never made it that far.
Oh my gosh. All right. So yes, Soul Calibur 5 has been announced for 2012. Video game fighting games are back, buddy. If you're wondering what is the story going to be about, the story picks up 17 years after Soul Calibur 4, and the main character is Patroclus. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. He is son of the very buxom Sophitia. It will feature exhilarating 3D fighting mechanics. This is according to Bandai Namco. So prepare for a lot of marketing BS. It has exhilarating 3D fighting mechanics, breathtaking visuals, and new characters, as well as expanding the online and character creation modes, unless you're on PSN. I will post some for the chats. Yeah, I know, it sucks. I will post links for our live chatters for the trailer and some of the character designs. Anyway, Soul Calibur 5 should be pretty good. Soul Calibur, it has actually an interesting history in the fighting game tournament scene. Soul Calibur 4. There was a very famous incident at one of the more famous tournaments, one of the bigger tournaments, about 1.5 years ago or so, where in the finals, the two guys clearly decided to split the money. And so the final fight in the final tournament was essentially an exhibition. And you could, like, the level of play took like a serious dive, and you could tell, like, these two guys had already agreed that they were going to split the money and not really fight for real. And it was so obvious and so upsetting to the tournament hosts that Soul Calibur 4 was banned from tournament play, like completely banned. So that's why you don't see Soul Calibur 4 anymore at most tournaments. It is not allowed because of that. Hopefully.
We will throw a hissy fit.
Yes. So hopefully Soul Calibur 5 will not suffer the same fate. Speaking of fighting games,
try to make this fun for people to watch.
Yes, absolutely. So speaking of fighting games have a spotty, let's say, history in the movies. But Tekken is going to try to reverse that. How? They're not going to do a live action movie because they tried that last year and it was less than awesome. Let's put it that way. Yes, they did. Yeah. See, case in point, or maybe it was earlier this year. Yes, there was a Tekken live action movie.
And then there was that Dead or Alive game a few years ago that basically went straight to the dollar bin.
Hey, let's hire Jamie Presley. Yeah, the girl from My Name is Earl. Yeah, she'll become Vixen. Yeah. Good idea.
And that's what we get. So yes, a Tekken movie this summer is coming out, a CG movie. And I posted the trailer. You can find the trailer online or in our chat room if you're watching us live. It's interesting, I guess. There's a lot of talent behind this, apparently. Ghost in the Shell, a standalone complex. There's some of the creative forces behind that series, creative forces behind Cowboy Bebop. And if you're a fan of, I guess, those animes and mediocre CGI animation, you will love this movie. So yeah,
Well,
so
if you watch Ghost in the Shell and Cowboy Bebop, you're used to mediocre CGI animation.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. So okay, Activision is set to launch a Call of Duty social network. This is going to be awesome. A Call of Duty social network just sounds like a good time to me. The Call of Duty online service has been in development for 2 years, and it's been named Project Beachhead. Activision has created a separate group also called Beachhead to focus.
You Joes run the trick.
To focus full attention on the project. Activision will begin briefing reporters in San Francisco later this week about it. Prepare for ass kicking, Facebook style. They are also launching a China microtransaction game.
Going to look like a dude.
Okay. According to Joystick CEO, the CEO of Activision, says that the game is specific to the Chinese audience, and the product that we announced today, which is this, it's being developed just for China. That's not to say that it might not have, applications.
Eventually, X-Pac will get to play it.
Yeah, and someday, 2020 maybe on PSN. So yes, we'll see what that is. A microtransaction game for the Chinese, and as Rob says, coming soon to the rest of the world. Speaking of Activision, if you think they're struggling because of, say, like the breakup of the Call of Duty creative team, think again, buddy. They have banked $503 million in pure profit. How about that?
All ET.
All ET. It's all about ET. Yeah, that Call of Duty thing comes and goes, but ET is forever. Speaking
That was
of,
Atari.
oh, was it Atari? No.
I can't believe I did that. I'm going to kill myself right now.
Are you sure it was Atari? Was it Atari?
Yeah, it was Atari. But we can blame ET for like all the Pitfall sequels.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Activision.
Cancer and U.S. poverty and, I don't know.
Activision, we didn't need any sequels to Pitfall. Why did you could have made at least one of them good?
No. How many Pitfalls did they make?
Like a bajillion.
Yeah. Did they make? They did like a remake of Pitfall like last year or something, right? Am I crazy? On like,
every sequel's a remake, and they never get it right. It's like,
yeah, Super Pitfall. That's right.
Yeah,
it's the last one. I knew I wasn't crazy. Hey, speaking, you know what also was actually a really good remake is the last couple Bionic Commandos. I'm just gonna throw that out there. They've been pretty fun.
I really like the Game Boy Color one.
Oh yeah,
that was a great one.
I'm gonna have to not emulate that. I'll find it. Yeah. I'll figure it out. Hey guys, so continuing to wrap up kind of the show, one of the things that we've all been following is Mortal Kombat Legacy. Yes. Ongoing sci-fi original, or it sure feels like it. Webisodes of the Mortal Kombat universe. It started with a short film that hit earlier this year. Was it this year or late last year? Something like that. Somewhere that got everybody's attention. Got a few million views. Got a lot of buzz.
Popular on the Facebook.
Big on Facebook. Before you know it, it was an actual web series. So this week was episode, I believe it was episode 5.
I'm sorry, yeah.
Part 2, also known as part blah. Continue part where the episode, before we talk about it, just to kind of like, recap. So this is a continuation of episode 4, as you could probably tell from the title. Kind of chronicling Katana and Melina as they go through puberty and grow giant teeth.
Boring combat.
Shao Kahn's bit. And of course, we all know where this is going to lead. This is going to lead to Katana realizing that she is a good guy, and Melina again is a big teeth monster. Probably going to happen in episode 5. Please, God, let's not stretch this out.
Let this go somewhere.
So again, this is just like episode 4, where we like throw out all the realism of the gritty, real Mortal Kombat, and we just like stay in cosplay land, apparently, and After Effects land, and we have a little bit more fun. Guys, what did you think of this episode? By the way, this episode was like 7 minutes, so another short one.
I don't know.
Well, with all those special effects they have to do, they obviously can't afford to have a full length episode.
With all that animation. They really do need to.
Yeah,
I don't know what the feeling of being violated is, but I'm pretty sure I'm closer now to understanding it after watching that. I'm not saying that was bad. I'm saying that was actually, yeah, I'm saying that was really bad. I don't have a clever way to describe how bad that was. I mean,
Rob, what do you think would be worse, watching this or eating 5-year-old pizza?
5-year-old pizza would be much better. I mean, it's like the first part of this episode was like, okay, it got off of the realism, but okay, it's delving into the fantasy. Okay, whatever. And then you do this for 7 minutes. Yep. Sure
Yeah,
did.
there was a lot of staring going on in this movie, in this episode. And I'm really decided to waste 7 minutes of my time just looking at stuff.
And, you know, they didn't stop to say, hey, look, we're going to make this realistic. This is going to be gritty and realistic. Okay. With Katana's fans, you think we could actually use metal fans for the scene she filmed instead of crap taken off your grandma's wall?
Oh. That was really weird. Like, actual, like, antique fans that I guess can slice through a human. I don't know.
Like maybe a
got
bit of skin. Like, oh, that stings. Shit.
Yeah.
Paper cut.
Also, am I wrong? Am I wrong in thinking like the costume budget is kind of low? Like,
it is. They ran out of money.
It's like, listen, if you bring your own stuff, kind of.
We got a purple and blue bathrobe, and look, I know the guy from War. Okay, we'll talk to him. Shoot, we really spent all the budget on those first 2 episodes, didn't we?
There's a lot of packet blood going on. That's.
This was a very bloody episode, at least.
Well, they used it all from the first 2 episodes.
Yeah, it's like, you know, it's Mortal Kombat. It's supposed to be gory. They remembered, apparently, in this episode, like, they're cutting people in half and beheading, and there's just, like, blood everywhere. Awesome, yay! And then it gets back to the acting.
They try to act. They're giving it a good try.
It's like, look, dude, can we hurry up? My break will be over in, like, 15 minutes.
What I want to know is it too late to just cancel what they're doing right now and retool the rest of the series as just more Johnny Cage episodes?
Well, what happens, XV, is they're going to hear this because they film this on a weekly basis. As in, they're like, well, we got to put that new episode up tomorrow. We should start making it.
Yeah,
I believe it. Actually,
get the camcorder and you guys fight.
Well, heck, I got a video camera I paid $100 for, which makes video very similar looking to what I saw on that.
XV, I'm coming over. You and I are making a better Mortal Kombat show. I guarantee you, we will make a better Mortal Kombat show, and we will be giggling the entire time, and it'll still be better.
Certainly,
I'll get the piece.
Goro, and you'll stand behind me to give the extra forearm. Goro.
Oh man, if they attempt to do Goro, I'm gonna be sad.
No, it'll literally just be like Rob standing there, XV, and I would just be behind in the back. It's like,
so he's gonna have 6 arms.
XV, you're like, oh, my bad.
I like Mortal Kombat better already.
It's like all of a sudden Goro has too many arms, and 2 of them are like Asian.
Yeah,
awesome. Well, I'm not gonna worry about that.
We'll take turns being ninjas. You know, it's like, man, look at Scorpion. It's like, hey, Billy, you wanted to be on the show, right? We need someone to be Katana. Billy, put this outfit on. Okay.
I need to spit some. I need to spit some lemonade at you. Just stay still. Billy, stay still. I have to spit some lemonade at you, but I don't want it. It stings.
That's right.
Ender, what are you doing?
Method acting. Like, it has to burn your eyes. Don't worry about it.
We'll make Ender be Sonya.
It doesn't burn, Billy. It doesn't actually. You won't react properly.
Yeah, you got to feel it, man. It's got to be real.
We're gonna make the best Mortal Kombat ever.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know what to say. So, I don't know what
else
to say.
can you say?
5 episodes in. I don't know. Like, I will say this. The faster they can get back to, like, Kano and Jax and Sonya, the better. because I don't know.
You thought you'd never catch yourself saying that, did you, John?
No, I didn't. But I don't know. I miss Michael J. White and 50-year-old Sonya Blade. I really do. Because it's just not working here. Again, and also Shao Kahn, get the man some acting lessons, please, God. We need an acting coach stat, because I haven't seen anything more wooden in my life.
My daughter will grow to hate me.
Pretty much. And he's wearing a vintage leather jacket. He has no costume.
They went to the flea market and bought him a jacket.
Alina and Katana's. I don't know. But I do know we'll watch episode 6 gladly.
I can't wait.
Happily.
How many episodes is it supposed to run?
I don't know.
We don't know, but
I think it's 10.
If we ever cancel New Soundwave, this not being on anymore will probably be the reason. It's guys, we went from the general nerd podcast to the game podcast to the Mortal Kombat Legacy podcast.
And by the time this is over, essentially what we're going to have, instead of New Soundwave for 30 minutes, we're just going to put up a picture of our severed heads on pikes. That's what for half an hour for a month. That's what we deserve for putting our brains through this.
So in the words of JD Church, I think our review would be our grade would be, out of a scale of 1 to 10, I give it -5 thumbs down.
Yes, that's right. I give it a bag of dicks to eat. That's what I give it. Oh, by the way, New Soundwave is not PG. Also, like I said, to wrap up the show, we will watch the rest of this show.
And we will buy the DVD box set.
We'll buy the DVD, the extras, the deleted scenes. I can't wait for those. The scenes that weren't good enough.
30 years from now, 40 years from now, when we're all retired from podcasting, I'm going to put that DVD or hollow video chip, whatever's out by then, and be watching it, a little tear come down my eyes.
You guys, screw waterboarding. We're just going to show these shows.
This needs to, if they still do, what are those, time capsules? Do they still do those at elementary schools? I hope so. Probably a disc of our shows and a disc of Mortal Kombat Legacy. And people will know why civilization ended, right? When the super intelligent beagles dig it up.
Why the internet died?
Oh, guys.
They're PSN down. Mortal Kombat Legacy. Oh, yeah.
This is what happened. Guys. Last week, PSN network's down. You guys want to find Bin Laden? Yeah. Where's Bin Laden? Man, you see this Mortal Kombat show? This thing is terrible. Oh crap! That's what happened.
Actually, the kids will open the time capsule. What do you mean PSN was down? It's still down.
Yeah,
it was up.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. All right, we're going out on a high. We're going out on that note. It's funny because it's true. So for New Soundwave 79, I'm John Luna. For Peter, AKK Weebum, XV, Rob Springer, thank you for listening. Mortal Kombat Legacy writers, like I said, eat a bag of dicks. We will see you next week, and we will review episode 6. Adios.
This has been New Soundwave with your hosts, John DeLuna, Brian Kilby, XV, Lady Rick, Weebum, with Rob Springer. Visit us at tfradio.net for show notes and to subscribe to the podcast. Follow us on Twitter at tfradio for news and updates. Check out all our videos at tfvideo.net. Like the podcast? Tell your friends. New Soundwave is a radio-free Cybertron production. Copyright 2010 Radio Free Cybertron.